Proverbs 3 verse 9 and 10 says, "Honor the Lord with all your wealth and with the first fruit of all your increase. Then your barn shall be filled with plenty and your vats shall burst forth with new wine." Or as the Message says it, honor God with everything you own. Give him the first and the best. Your barns will burst, your wine vats will brim over. Honor the Lord with all you have. Honor the Lord with your possessions. We'd like generosity to be a lifestyle of honoring God. Now, a generous life is when you share all you have, not only your money, but your possessions and your time and all that you are, your gifts, your talents, your experiences with others unselfishly as a demonstration of God's grace towards us. Now, generosity is first of all rooted in the fact that God is the original owner of everything. Nothing we have comes from us in the first place. Even the breath we use to worship God with is entrusted to us. So everything we have originates from God, and we give that to God as a way of honoring and blessing him. We bless others with all we are and all we have as a way of honoring God. The next thing about a generous lifestyle is that we are only stewards of what God has entrusted to us. We don't own it. It belongs to God. We are just stewards. And the principle is if we are faithful in little, God will entrust to us much. If we are faithful with material things, God will entrust to us true spiritual riches. So let's be a good steward of what God has given to us and not hoard it or hold on to it selfishly, but to be unselfish, to give unselfishly in obedience to God. The other thing is that the resources we have need to be invested and not just spent. They need to be invested in the kingdom of God. So our generosity is an investment in what God is doing in people's lives and through people's lives in extending his kingdom. So a generous lifestyle is also a lifestyle of investment, not just spending. And the main thing about having a generous lifestyle is that we need to be Christ-like. Now, when we give to God or give to others in obedience to God, it's not because God has a need, it's because we have a need to be more godly, to be more Christ-like. So generous lifestyle in honoring God is us emulating the generosity of Christ. With regards to generosity, John Wesley said the following: "Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as ever you can." Now that sounds to me like being Christ-like, being like Jesus. May we honor God with a lifestyle of generosity that emulates the generosity of Christ.